That's great. That saved me $2.90 to go down in the subway to here. I had a long thing that I was going to do about Cabbie Suicide, a real upbeat thing, but I'm just going to be quick on this because I want people, after I'm done, go out, hang out at the bar, meet everyone, talk to Natalia, talk to Father Pat, and just a wonderful time tonight. You just never know what you're going to hear when you come to the BQE, to the QED, and we're going to be back here on the second Thursday in August. Looks like it's going to be August 9th or something like that. But, you know, stay in touch. Follow me on Cabtivist, C-A-B-T-I-V-I-S-T, Facebook, this and that. So, in 2015, you know, people hear about the technology. It's disruptive. I saw it firsthand. In 2015, Uber came to town, and the yellow medallion was $1 million, and it dropped to $100,000. So immigrant families who had the money, they put it together, they lost everything. So cabbies were committing suicide. In that year alone, 12 cab drivers committed suicide. So Beta Phi Psi of the Taxi Workers Alliance organized a demonstration because one of the drivers went missing. And he parked his car at 86 and East End Avenue. And when I got down there, and his family was there, because they felt the police weren't doing enough. And this was a picture I took of the pole at 86th Street and East End Avenue. And it's Kenny Chow at the bottom, and then this. It says, missing, Kenny Chow, 56 years old, 5'6", 140 pounds. Last seen May 11th, wearing a white t-shirt and khaki pants. If you have any information, call the 111 precinct. But everyone sort of knew that this wasn't going to end well. And about a week later, he washed up underneath the Brooklyn Bridge. And so I just wrote this poem about that. Now in the poem, I mentioned a guy called Douglas Shifter. Now he was a yellow cab driver, but he started driving town cars. And his life had collapsed. So what he did, and it was made all the news worldwide, he rammed the security gates at City Hall on the Brooklyn side. Now I talked to the cops that were there that day. They didn't know what was going on. And he pulled out a shotgun, and they thought it was a terrorist attack. He was going to start shooting up, but he put it to his head, and he blew his head off. But he left a manifesto about how the city had ruined his life. So this is dedicated to Kenny Chow. And it says, he was from Burma, which is now called Myanmar. And it says, from Burma to the Medallion Death March. When you were born in Burma, your name was Yao Ming Chow. But at the taxi lot in JFK, you became Kenny Chow. Not finding your fortune in jewels, you went searching for gold in the shape of a taxi medallion. Thus began your Medallion Death March. Your days were 14 hours, from red light in the morning to red light in the evening. Mayor de Blasio, were you looking out the window at Gracie Mansion when Kenny Chow first went missing? The poster on East End Avenue said you were missing, but Uber knew where you were, Lyft knew where you were, Douglas Shifter knew where you were, Kenny. The NYPD took days to find you. If you missed paying a parking ticket, they would have found you pretty quickly. But you were floating down the East River, no longer stuck on the BQE or the FDR, no longer listening to the traffic report on 1010 winds, going under the 59th Street Bridge, wondering, who is Ed Koch anyway? Passing over the Queens Midtown Tunnel, not worried about the never-ending construction. Sailing by the Williamsburg Bridge, not troubled and trying to decide if you're going to take the inner or the outer roadway. The traffic on the Manhattan Bridge is backed up from Canal Street, but not for you, Kenny. As you came upon the Brooklyn Bridge, you decided to anchor there with the yellow medallion hung around your neck. That brought you to arrest and to the end of the Medallion Death March. No more mortgage payments for you, Kenny. No more rejected credit cards for you, Kenny. No more passengers asking, where are you from, Kenny? No more red light cameras. No more parking for you, because you found a spot at 86th Street and East End Avenue. New York has no streets paved with gold for those of us on the Medallion Death March. Now, that story, if you can believe it, got worse. Now, when he died, he owed $750,000, but his wife had co-signed for it. So now she was on the hook for it. And she died 3 months later.
Wow, God.
So, and I just wanted to say about I forgot to mention about the $5,000 reward. It says, still missing since March 2nd, $5,000 reward. A lost Chihuahua mixed, male, tan, microchip, scar on the snout, 13 pounds. No questions asked. Just take a photo and call. And it gives the phone number. So it just shows how cheap life is in New York. If you're a Chihuahua, people are going to be looking for you. If you're a yellow cab driver, forget about it. All right, listen, on that high note, please see you guys in August. Please go out there, tip Eric, schmooze with everyone, take pictures, whatever you want. Get it up online and promote this. So thank you for coming. Can't thank you enough. Thank you.